The next PCS guideline we're going to look at is bypass procedures, which is B3.6a. And what that states is that bypass procedures are coded to identifying the body part bypassed from and the body part bypassed to. The fourth character of the body part of the code specifies the body part bypassed from, and the qualifier specifies the body part bypassed to. So the example we're going to use is bypass from the stomach to the jejunum. Now, you need to understand the anatomy in order to build this code. So the first thing we're going to do is we know we're going to bypass from stomach to jejunum. Okay? Now, in order for us to code this properly, we need to understand what we're doing. So, let's take a peek at a picture here. We need to know what we're dealing with. Okay? So what we have here is a picture of the digestive system. And here obviously is the stomach, right? Which is what we're bypassing from. And this is the jejunum, which is the small intestine. It makes up the small intestine, the largest part. And what we're doing is we're going to bypass the duodenum here, which is after the stomach. Food comes in, it's churned up, goes through the duodenum, empties into the jejunum, which then empties into the through the ileocecal valve into the ileum, which is the gateway into the large intestine. So this is the intestine. What you have to think about is what kind of a body part is the intestine. All right, keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. And we are actually going to be changing the way food flows through the body, right? So let's look at these. What are we actually doing here? What will fit with what we're doing? We're not taking anything out. We're not cutting or separating. We're not putting anything back. But we are altering the route of a tubular body part, are we not? The intestine, the small intestine, is tubular, and we are changing the route. So let's go ahead and look there. Oops, flipped the wrong one. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. And if we look right here, we have bypass, altering the route of passage of the contents of a tubular body part, which is exactly what we're doing. So we know that our root operation is bypass, and that's represented by a 1. Okay. Now, what's our major body system? Well, let's get our little handy-dandy listing here. And what do we have right here? Gastrointestinal, which is represented by the character D. So we've got our GI system represented, I keep saying that, oh my goodness, I must be tired, by the letter D. Now our minor body part is what? What are we working on? What did we say? Listen to what it says. The body part specifies the body part bypassed from. The body part bypassed from. We are bypassing from the stomach. All right? And our approach is going to be open because it doesn't tell us anything otherwise. So we've got an open approach. It doesn't say anything about a device. So that's going to be Z. Now qualifier, what does it say? That the qualifier is going to represent the body part bypassed to. So we are bypassing to the jejunum. So we know that we are going to have a qualifier of some kind. So let's get out our book. If I can find where I put it in my pile here. Okay, and let's go ahead and go right to bypass. Okay, so we've got bypass. Okay, and let's see what we've got for possibilities here. What are we doing here? Let's see. Well, we are bypassing the stomach, aren't we? Is that what we've got going on here? We're bypassing our body parts of stomach. So let's check that and see what we get. Let's see if this 0D16 leads us to the stomach. So let's go to 0D16. Now, the one thing I want you to notice, this is a multiple pager, so you've got to make sure that you look on both pages. Now, on the second page, there's nothing here that says anything about stomach for the body parts. So we're going to be staying on the first page. All right. So what do we have here? Well, we actually have two rows that have stomach, right? We have this first row that says stomach open, no device, and then it gives us a choice here. We also have stomach percutaneous, so we know right off the bat we can't use that one. So let's look at this one. Stomach, which is 6, so that does give us what we want here. So let's make our little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 0, D, 1, 6, because this is going to be 6, right? Then we have open is 0. Now it does give us a choice of possible devices. Autologous, synthetic, non-autologous, no device. We have no device to speak of, so Z. And then here's our qualifier. It's going to ask us, remember, where we are bypassing to. We're bypassing to the jejunum. There it is, A. So the code for a bypass from the stomach to the jejunum would be 0D160ZA. All right?